Howdy folks, my name's Casey and I'm here to take you on a little adventure. Today we are starting at the Rod and Gun Club in Everglades City, and we are getting ready to take the Krugers out to Tiger Key. Joining me is a legend in the paddling world to me, Bill Whale. He's done the ultimate, anyone that's done the ultimate Florida Challenge, which starts in Fort DeSoto, goes all the way around to Key Largo, up the other side of Florida, a 40-mile portage into Fargo, Georgia, down the Swanee River, and then down the coast of Florida again, ending back at Fort DeSoto. So an amazing journey that he's done. Anyone that's done that is so high with respect for me. So I'm gonna be paddling with him today, going out to Tiger Key. I'm gonna meet Micro Tom, a guy that did the Everglades Challenge with, and another guy that's done the ultimate. So I'm the odd man out here. But yeah, this is gonna be a great trip. 4 days, 3 nights, Everglades. It's gonna be awesome. All right, and we're off. Just now setting sail, leaving the Rod and Gun Club right here. Good steady wind, and should be an easy trip. All right, the sign right here is the park boundary for the Everglades National Park. Bill over there, and Everglades City is right there. But we've been averaging about 4 to 4.5 miles an hour with this tailwind, so we're making really good time. And I'm using an no-see-1 paddle, and it's gripping the water like crazy. It's like, it feels really good. So I will upgrade my other paddle. I don't want to paddle with an no-see-1 paddle. I just wanted to feel what that bigger blade felt like, and I do like it, so I'll get something similar. All right, we're making it out towards the mouth, and then you can see that we got a lot of wind blockage from the islands here, but it's still getting a little bit of chop just in that distance. So it's not horrible, but we'll see what it is once we come out there and turn. Yeah, this is really nice. There'll be no bugs tonight. This one's gonna blow them all away. Yeah, good stuff. But the wind's blowing probably 20, and it's pretty gusty. But I gotta get paddling. Bill's a steady, go fast paddler, so I catch up. All right, there's the island we're headed to, right there, Tiger Key. Beautiful Gulf. Ooh, that wind's really ripping. There's 2 outhouses on the beach right there for this campsite. So that's Tiger, and then I'm not sure the name of this one. Put it right here on the screen. 2 outhouses, nice. And Bill is an animal paddling into the wind and current. It's so strong. I'm just trying to keep up, but I can't. But it's a beautiful day though. Temperature perfect, everything's perfect. Like it couldn't be better. All right, barely turning the corner. There's Bill. He had to stop and come back and make sure I was okay. That was funny. But there's Micro Tom's sailboat out there on the beach, and then he's got his little lean-to. So sweet. Let's get over there. All right. Let that squared up. All right. Almost there. I want to get a nice picture of the boat and Tom and Bill up there. I say it's a nice little camp, good shelter.
That's a little bit of work coming up that cut.
Oh yeah, that was crazy.
Hey, Casey.
Look at my OC paddle.
I'll put an ammo on it for him so he can feel like he's really.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, that was a little bit of work.
Yeah, that's where your power is. Yeah, that's where your power is. I stopped to film, and then I was like, Bill's already getting up there, I need to catch up. And then I just couldn't close that gap. I was trying, but yeah, you're strong.
Try to chase him. He's
yeah.
frustrated me more than one time.
Yeah, that was a good paddle though. Nothing crazy. Good to see you again. Yeah, this is a good spot.
Now you haven't been on here the whole time though. You were on Lulu, weren't you? First night I got in late, so I just parked next to Lulu and just slept on the boat.
Yeah.
And then yesterday I spent on Lulu, left at night and went back into a cove. Wind clocked on me and I was bouncing all around, so I had to move again.
So where Tom?
Back at camp, there was a couple paddlers that pulled up. There was four paddlers, and one of them was a guide. And we talked to the guide for a little bit, and he was telling us that tomorrow we should paddle over to Fakahatchee. There's a mile trail there, and it goes through a graveyard with some pretty recent gravestones. So we're gonna go check that out. It'll be a good trip tomorrow. There is a small craft advisory right now. We paddled through it, so it wasn't too bad. But yeah, tomorrow it's supposed to be just as bad. Tiger Key is a large island with a large beachfront all on the western side facing the Gulf. And it's just a beautiful walk along this beach. If you're one of those people that likes long walks on the beach, Tiger Key is a good one. I checked this island out a little bit, and in a few days I'll check it out and walk a lot further. The tide swings are pretty significant out here. This is getting close to low tide, and you can see how far out I can get away from the actual island. And here you can see some of the destruction from the previous storms, all these trees that have died or been washed up as driftwood. And here we're looking back at the protective cove of Tiger Key, and the campground's over on the left. And I'm gonna head back over there, sit around the fire and watch the sunset. All right, well, the sun was setting. We hung out around camp, ate, and just told stories. About ready to head back to the fire right now. But yeah, that's a beautiful way to end the day right there. All right, I'll see you all in the morning.
Good morning. It's 7:30. It was cold last night. Got down to like 53. I had to put my puffy jacket on to stay warm. But yeah, slept good. That sun is like right here. So we're gonna warm up quick. All right.
Look at that sun. Breakfast time. They're getting coordinates to send to Mike. See if he can meet us at Fakahatchee today. But in the meantime, heating up water for breakfast. Have some eggs and some coffee. And then get to paddling. All right, we have our camping permit hung, and we are ready to go to Fakahatchee. Tom. There's Bill right there. Tom cruising past. It's a beautiful day. And we're gonna catch up with Mike. Onward to Fakahatchee. Looking good. Tom's fishing off the boat while he's trolling through here. Working the motor, the tiller, and the pole, and navigating. A lot going on right there. All right, we made it to Fakahatchee. I think Tom's gonna just run the boat right in there. It's a small landing. Oh yeah, he'll get it. Nice aim. Ta-da! Yeah. Oh yeah. Cactus. A bunch of them.
The one by the front by the boats is flowering.
Oh really? I'll have to get a shot of that.
Cactus.
Oh yeah, different types too.
Yeah.
graveyard.
Yeah, the graveyard's right up here. There's a tight fit in here, jeez. $18.62. $19.49. Carved with a stick and wet cement. 1913. R.I.P. Now here's that one. It said was 2003. Devoted husband, loving father, and grandpa. Harris Dale Anderson died in 2023.
Yeah, Potch Brown is a really good one to read.
So this is the fruit off the prickly pear. We looked online and it says that the little fruits are edible, but the spines on them, you got to burn them off. So that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, I got the stove going. And I don't really know how to get them off. Maybe I can just stick it in the flame like this.
And what do you think that is on there? Here, you use my pliers.
All right. Oh wow, it bleeds.
It bleeds.
Yeah. Burn off all the little stickers. I wonder if I should like scrape them off too.
You can use the blade of the knife.
Yeah. All right, let's see what we got going on in here.
If you want a different knife, I can get you something more like a fillet knife.
Oh, seems to be good.
Look at that.
Wow. You guys want to try?
We'll
Do some slices
we'll
here?
See what you say. Yeah.
Nice healthy piece.
I'm trying to find. I'm going to the end where I can grab it. And I can
Okay.
too.
All right. Cheers. He's going for it. Seeds.
Delicious.
Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah. Big seeds.
Yeah, big seeds. Yeah, a lot of work, but really good flavor, and it stains your skin. But yeah, worth it if you're out here and that's all you had or just came across it after it's been a while. It'll be a great treat. All right, so the bait that I'm using is just this little paddle tail. And throwing out there, letting it sink and bringing it in like I was taught. Well, look at that. Caught my first fish.
Your first cast.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. It's a little guy. But cool. All right, so we're gonna have the wind going in the right direction here. So we're gonna pop sail and make this easy. All right, I'll just let that pull us along here. Now I control and not have to paddle. Yeah, the wind does shift off the mangroves, so I'm getting a little twists, but this is all right. This is the life right here, folks. Glad I get to share it with you. See if we can catch a fish on camera. That'd be nice. All right, I want to show you how well I'm sailing right now. So I'm at 3.5. I was at 4. There's 3.7, 3.5. But yeah, sailing along at a nice speed and just fishing along the shore. Ooh, now we're definitely picking up speed. Yeah, 3.8 steady, 3.5. There was 4. Yeah, this is nice. Yeah, Bill's not too far ahead up there. He's just floating with the current. He doesn't have his sail up. He's got a falcon sail also, but he's just letting the wind push him along. This is a great day out here. I mean, the Everglades with 70-degree temps, sunny, like it's hard to beat this. Oh, I just hooked into something. Woo! Let's see if I can, yeah, it's still there. All right, let's see what we got. Gotta tighten my drag a little. It's coming up behind us. Ooh, nice ladyfish. Look at that. That'd be good bait. Oh shoot, I'm about to sail into mangroves. All right, I got a lot going on here. All right, I just created a mess. How to untangle everything here. Let's see, fish first. Ugh, dropping my rod, dropping my... I got such a mess. My paddle's over there. I got fish flopping around. Oh man, all right. Let's see if I can do this here. All right, so I got my paddle back. Now to turn. Get sail back up. All right, so we're sailing again. The fish is still alive, which is good. It's dehooked itself, which is nice too. I can just get it out of here. All right, there's the fish in the water. All right, so the fish is back in the water. I got both paddles on the boat and the sail is up again and we are moving. So that was now the little situation. So I'm glad I filmed it. I mean, that was fun. All right. Oh, I see a set of sails up ahead too. I think that's Tom's boat. Yeah, that's gonna be Tom's. And then I bet Bill pops his sail pretty soon, wherever he is. Cruising right along. That's a good picture. Yeah, I don't know if you can see this screen, maybe that screen. The 4.2, 4.5. Yeah, that's 4.4. Cruising. I was just thinking about how nice I was going with sailing, but if I put some paddle effort into here, there's 6.3, 6.4, just with a couple strokes. Amazing. Alright, there's our camp on Tiger Key. Been under full sail, no paddling necessary for several miles. It's been such a great cruise across the Everglades. Bill Whale is somewhere back there. He went and circled another island. Just getting his exercise in. But yeah, we'll just run this right up onto the beach. Great. Yeah, there's one spot that's not as shelly as the other spots, right behind Tom's boat. I'm gonna aim for that here. Yeah, everything looks pretty good. Woo! Yeah, I wanted to say that my landing wasn't very smooth. I did an accidental jibe and almost rolled it. But yeah, made it in. I was aiming for this spot, ended up coming around the other side of Tom's boat, but just walked it over. But yeah, there's Mike coming around the corner, so that's good. And then wherever Bill Whale went, back that way. See him in a bit. You can see the surface of the water right here. The wind's blowing steady, at least 15. Like it's a very strong, steady wind. And small craft advisory today until 6 p.m. Nice. Oh, you brought wood too.
Yeah.
How was it?
That was great.
Yeah, good.
Yeah,
Good wind the whole way, or? Yeah, it looks like the water is really shallow out here. I want to go for just a little walk out there and see how far I can actually go away from the island here. All right, so we're getting to be about knee-deep water where the sharks like to play. There's the Gulf, beautiful. And there's the island. We've got it here pretty far, a couple hundred yards. Water feels great. There's something. Gonna do a 360 panoramic view here. You in there? Oh yeah, you're in there. Hey little guy. Alright, the winds are still ripping and they're supposed to be for a couple more hours, so we had to move our fire pit. So it was under there. We're seeking the shelter of this little mound right here. We'll have a good view of the sunset. Yeah, I gotta show how close the high tide is. So there's my tent right there. There's Bill's boat. So yeah, in the weeds. And then right there. That's only like 10 foot. We're about out of island. Well, it is a beautiful morning on Tiger Key. The weather last night was perfect and not cold at all. And today, t-shirt, feels great. I'm gonna explore this island and then we're gonna paddle sail over to Lulu and check that out. Yeah, I've been walking the island for quite a long ways. We just got down here, kind of on the, what would that be, the western side? Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's really pretty right here. Then the sunset view would be fantastic. Yeah, down to about the end. There's still sand up there, but that's about the end of it. Look at the watercolor too. It's got that green out there.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah. All right, we made it back and the wind's picked up and it looks like it's going to be blowing about steady 13 miles an hour. So should be able to sail. Lulu's just right over there, so it's not a long ways to go, but be good exploring. Get these in the water and go. All right. Mike's in, Bill's in, I'm in. Tom's hanging back for now. But yeah, the wind, you can see the surface of the water. The wind's blowing pretty good. Look at this day that we're having. Water's so calm through here. Have wind protection from the key right here. Water's nice and flat. Still catching a little bit with the sail. Good stuff. This is Lulu Key, and this hut that you see is pretty famous. So there was a hermit named Mike Ward who just decided one day to up and become a hermit in the Everglades. He got divorced, left his daughter and ex-wife behind, and came down here and built this shack and lived here for 30 years. When the shack was built, it was up on stilts. But just recently, a big storm knocked it down and pushed it back a little bit. So it's not as nice as it was back in its glory days. But for Mike, this was home for decades. My only real objection to homesteading out here would be fresh water. I don't know how he collected it and stored it, but if he had a good method, which I'm sure he did, it probably wasn't too bad out here. Look at this erosion right here. That's about 3 feet down. The storms are just eating away at the island. Yeah, looking at it from this side, that's pretty neat. You can see the different layers, like where the storms would wash in. I'm guessing that's what that's from. Huh. These trees are cool. They look like they should be in Madagascar. Neat. You know what kind of trees these are? Yeah. Mike was just tapping on it. They sound hollow, but it's the gumbo limbo. He looked it up. All right, Lulu Key was fun, but we're heading back. Oh, there's Tom. Tom's out. All right, now we got the long paddle through the wind. Yeah, Bill and Mike are paddling around the island, and Tom's sailing around it. I'm just gonna come up onto the beach and I want to get a good shot of Tom sailing past when he comes around the island again. Yeah, this is the landing I was trying to make yesterday when I accidentally jibed it. Just nice, easy sail right up to the beach. All right, we're in. Look at how much the island here has changed. All these trees, you know, were growing on dry land. Just been eaten away right here. But Tom should be sailing around this point and coming through. I'm gonna walk down a little bit further. Oh yeah, his sails just came around the point there. Oh, looking back behind me, got some rain clouds up there. The weather was calling for a 15% chance. But there's our 15% chance right there. It's gonna rain somewhere. Hey, he's catching pretty good wind there. Good sail shape. Looking good, Tom. Looking good. There's some cool red coral. It's pretty neat. A little cluster of it. It just started raining. Seeking shelter under the awning here.
You feel a little lift?
Oh, it lifted.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the winds are gusting to 21, and one gust just kind of grabbed and lifted just a little bit.
The one behind Bill was off the ground.
Yeah. Sailing in right here is another legend, Bill Feit. He has, I think, 12 Everglades Challenge finishes, 2 Ultimate Florida Challenge finishes. He's 82 years old, still doing everything by himself, still fit, strong, ready to go, and an exceptional sailor, and someone to look up to. All right, our last night on the island. Gonna be blessed with another beautiful sunset. Now it's time to sit around the fire and eat. So close. Yeah, that's crazy. I thought I pulled my boat up like way high and it's still in the water.
I know, it's crazy.
Good morning. Bill's up on his boat. Tom's up too. They're getting off to an early start. We'll be right behind them. Looks like Tom's gonna sail out. It's crazy the water was right here last night. Oh dang, Bill's already got his tent down. Alright, guess I better get moving. Look, he's already dragging his boat down. Alright. Back there somewhere. Oh, they're there. Foggy morning. Great paddle. A little bit of wind, but not too bad.
Follow the channel.
And look at this morning. It's beautiful. Well, folks, we're close enough to Everglades City to say we safely made it. It was a great weekend with great people. 3 nights, 4 days in the Everglades, and perfect weather. And now we're gonna go to Chokoloskee and eat a Cuban sandwich. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.